Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to talk some Steam news, including Steam once again breaking its record of concurrent players. Kind of makes sense as we're on this break Steam sale going on, and I would highly expect this record to be broken come the winter period. We'll talk about that. Cyberpunk 2077, man, they put the game on discount, 50% off. It's steepest discount on PC ever, and it has reached a relatively major milestone in that it has gotten very positive reviews in the last 30 days, and the overall reviews are mostly positive. We'll talk that, and got a bit of an update on Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection. Of course, that is Uncharted 4 and A Lost Legacy coming to PS5 and PC in 2022. But first of all, Cyberpunk 2077. Noted the last days, Cyberpunk 2077 has received a flood of very positive reviews on Steam from the new players. I would imagine this is coming from the game going on its deepest discount ever, and it is actually one of the top sellers on Steam right now, which is wild to think about given the game's original point in that, you know, the game came out and it was a gargantuan disappointment. I don't think anybody would really disagree with that compared to what we were expecting. The game wasn't up to par. However, if you strip away the hype, if you strip away the immense anticipation that people had towards the game is not a bad game. Like, I had people messaging me, personal friends, that after Cyberpunk 2077 came out, they were obviously using crazy hyperbole in saying that it's the worst game of all time. I've never played a game this terrible, etc., etc., etc. Let's be real. There's been a plethora of games that have been worse than Cyberpunk 2077. Was it buggy? Yes. Did it have its issue? Yes. Were there a lot of promises not kept? Yes. I agree with you on everything off the top, but if you strip that away and just play the game with expectations in the ground, I think you'll actually be pleasantly surprised by the game given the vitriol that was spewed towards the game. And look, I'm a CD Projekt Red nut hugger. And even I was one of the people that, prior to the release of Cyberpunk 2077, started getting skeptical about the game because of all the delays, and I got a lot of heat for that, given that I had a shift of opinion, because Cyberpunk 2077 was obviously this game everybody was looking forward to, and then it came out, and obviously, then the swarm just happened where everybody turned on the game, and rightfully so. Don't get me wrong, not trying to defend the game, and I would never say it's worth $60. Hell, I wouldn't even say it's worth this $30 price point. It's $10 on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and it's that version's going to be upgraded to PS5, so it'll be kind of comparable to the PC version. But if you can find Cyberpunk 2077, $30 is an okay price. At $20, I think it's actually a competent enough game that's a worthwhile playthrough. Just go into it with your expectations not crazy high, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Alright, moving on from that, Steam once again has beaten its online concurrent user record with over 27 million users currently online. Previous record was set in April at 26.9 million. Now, on one hand, I find this number a little bit surprising because you would think, given that there are so many people that are kind of locked out from getting into PC gaming right now because of the parts shortage, that number wouldn't really be growing. But at the same time, when you're dropping heavy hitters like a Halo Infinite, and that's a free-to-play game, we had the release of New World, there's been some notable games that have dropped on Steam, and the fact of the matter is, there's people that, they have older computers. They're still chilling on their old PCs. They're still logging into Steam, and, you can get an older PC relatively cheap still. But it's good to see that number is continuing to grow. Now, how many of those people are paying money and playing games outside of free-to-plays? I don't know, but that doesn't really matter at the end of the day. As long as they're playing games, that's really what matters at the end of the day. But I do very much expect that this number is going to be beaten easily during that winter period. Maybe Halo Infinite spiked up the number a little bit, but I don't really think that's the case, because you would think then it would have spiked up when it came out and not, 2 weeks after the fact. But yeah, good to see that Steam is continuing to thrive, and I just expect it to continue to grow and grow and grow. And I'm actually curious if the Steam Deck, once it's available readily to everyone and you can just go in store and hopefully pick it up, is that going to expand Steam's user base at all? Are there people going to be like, okay, that's like almost like a Nintendo Switch and I get to play the entire library of Steam games? I wonder if that could expand the number a little bit. We'll see how that turns out. Lastly, I do want to note, Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection has been rated by the ESRB. Now, whenever the ESRB rates a game, usually that points towards a release of the game coming shortly thereafter. We had already been told that Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection was scheduled to release in early 2022 for PS5 and PC. It wasn't really clarified how early. Does that mean within like the first 3 months? I would have to think that that would be the case. It was also noted that the PlayStation 5 and PC version are not going to be day-and-date releases. PS5 version is coming first, and then PC version is coming shortly thereafter. I don't think it's going to be like a 2-month wait even. I don't think, like some people think 6 months or, nobody really thinks a year, but I don't think it's going to be that long. I could literally see it being like 2 to 3 weeks after the PS5 release, the PC version is coming out, because you see it popping up on these ratings boards at the same time, given that there's a level of parity being planned for the release of these games. Really excited for Uncharted 4 to come to PC. I loved Uncharted 4. Either Uncharted 4 or Uncharted 2 are my favorite of the franchise. Kind of a bummer we're not seeing all the games on PC at once. Maybe they'll get Nathan Drake collection on there at some point, because I was just like, why not just drop all of them at once? I just thought that made all the sense in the world. But early 2022 or 2022 in general, looking to be a hefty period if you're on PC. You got God of War in January, Uncharted later in the year, Ghost of Tsushima probably based on the fact that NVIDIA leak is shaping up to be the greatest leak of all time, behind the Walmart Canada leak, let's be honest. But yeah, I think it's going to be a spicy period. Stalker 2 coming out, we can round out the year with Halo Infinite, and then you run right into January, Monster Hunter Rise. A lot of good stuff coming to Steam, a lot of good stuff coming to PC, so a lot of reason to be excited, and hopefully you guys are able to pick up a PC on the relative cheap. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.